There will come a moment when the noise around you fades, and the only voice left is yours, not the voice trained to people please, not the voice soaked in doubt or apology, but the ancient one, buried deep under survival, under silence, the one that knew what you were before they told you who to be. That voice isn't gone, it's just waiting for you to come home. You've lived years through their mirrors, through their labels, through their fears of your brilliance. You mistook their projections for truth and wore them like second skin. You made their comfort your blueprint for existence. But every time you bent to fit, a little more of you cracked. And now you wonder why you feel like a stranger inside your own body. You keep asking, what am I missing? But maybe the real question is, what parts of me did I bury to make others feel safe? You played small to protect egos. You silenced your wisdom to avoid rejection. You dressed your potential in politeness until it suffocated. But the absurdity is this: they never saw you clearly. Yet you trusted their opinion over your own. You weren't made to disappear. You were made to take up space, to speak in full sentences, to exist unapologetically. But somewhere along the line, you were taught to equate love with sacrifice, approval with self-erasure. So you became quiet, palatable, forgettable. But now, you remember the girl before she was tamed, and she's not asking, she's reclaiming. No one's going to rescue you, because you're not lost. You're just waiting on someone else's permission to return to yourself. But here's the secret. You are the architect, the builder, the spark. You don't need a savior. You need a remembering. Love won't save you, but the love you give yourself might. You keep searching for clarity, but it's not out there. It's in the choices you make when no one's watching, in the promises you keep to yourself, in how you speak to your own reflection, even on the days it trembles. You don't find success. You design it. You carve it through discipline, through heartbreak, through vision. And each time you choose yourself, the path sharpens. Somewhere, a younger version of you is watching, not with judgment, but with hope. That maybe this time, you'll finally choose you. That maybe this chapter, you'll write a different ending, where you stop becoming what they expect and start becoming who you are, the child who dreamed loudly, who wasn't afraid of failing, only afraid of being forgotten. Let them see you now, not perfect, but true. There's grief in self-return, because it means acknowledging how many years you abandoned yourself to survive. You performed, you achieved, you became the version of you that made others proud. But inside, the real you stood still, waiting. And now, as you recall her back into your life, you must grieve the time lost, but never again lose a day to pretending. Here's what's wild. You were always the key, the magic, the answer, and they told you to wait, to ask, to shrink. But your future never needed permission. It only needed alignment. And when you begin to align, you realize there was never anything wrong with you, only with the system that made you doubt your own divinity. You are not an echo. You are the voice. You are not a reflection. You are the flame. And when they say you've changed, you'll smile, because you finally have. You traded compliance for courage, people-pleasing for boundaries, validation for vision, and you wear your truth like a crown, no longer asking to be allowed, but choosing to arrive. Your success isn't loud, it's sacred. It looks like peace where chaos used to live. It sounds like silence after years of internal war. It feels like trusting your timing, even when no one claps for you. It's waking up and liking who you are, not just who they praise. It's knowing that love, especially the love you give yourself, was never meant to be earned, just remembered. So recall yourself, not with shame, but with reverence. You are not broken. You are just misdirected. You are not behind. You are being refined. You don't need to start over. You just need to return to the truth you buried, to the voice you silenced, to the strength you labeled too much. Design your success around your soul, not their opinion. And when they ask how you did it, tell them the truth. I remembered who I was, and I stopped waiting for someone else to recognize it.